We about to get turned up. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Lamont. It's the auntie, the sis, the provider, the storyteller. Moochie dropped them hammers in the building. How you feeling tonight, Moochie?
Ew. What's up, y'all? Ew.
What's up? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the whole crew is going to be here. They're a little late tonight, but they are going to come. But until they get here, you can cool believe me and Moochie is going to hold you down with entertainment, information, and great value for your time as we break down and discuss our predictions for episode 10, season 2 of P-Valley. P-Valley. All right, you ready to do this, Moochie?
Let's do this.
Let's start with the trailer, and then I've got one person I just got to talk about. Me and you got to talk about this girl before we get going. So let's take a look at the trailer, then we'll go through it and let everybody know how we feel. Here we go. Okay. For those that haven't seen the trailer, get ready to sit back, relax, take a good look, because we're going to let you guys know what we think is going to happen, and we're going to take your comments too. Here we go.
What's he screaming about?
Well, Moochie, I got to talk about this young lady first. I just got to do it because, first of all, right here in this picture, she's looking extra tasty right here. You know, like them Hostess cakes. However,
and
Moochie,
you know she gonna show up to the house looking extra good so wifey could see.
And look, wifey nosy ass is right there in the background, just standing by the window looking. But here's the problem, Moochie. 100%. We seen in this trailer, Autumn had this look on her face. Sad, depressed, trouble. That can only be for one of two reasons, Moochie. Number one, she is getting the phone call from the doctor that her ass is pregnant with twins. That's why we saw her throwing up in the toilet the other episode. Or Moochie, there's more. There's more. There's more.
The deal felt the deal is not going to be done.
Deal is not going through because it could be a number of things. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else. This could be Moochie. This could be the damn sheriff picking up on the fact that she has changed her identity and he's catching up with her. And that could also be a reason why the deal didn't go through, Moochie, because she has changed her name. Talk to me about this Hailey, because secretly she's got a lot going on, Moochie.
If she did that, there's a chance she could go to jail.
Jail. Hard time. With Andre's twins. And you know they both gonna come out with a head like a watermelon. And you know that the white lady that she wants to do this deal with, you know she's going to investigate every angle of this woman to try to eliminate Autumn Night from having to be paid to get up out the pink. And when she starts doing her digging, her and the sheriff might get in cahoots. They might figure out she escaped wherever the hell she came from, changed the name. It could be a whole lot of mess going on with Hailey Autumn Night. So, Moochie, who do you think is on this phone?
I want to say it might be either the doctor or them saying that they're not going to take that deal. I'm going between one of the two.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with how me and Moochie get down, we got our note card here, people, and we taking notes on what's going to happen. So, Moochie, let's go ahead and make some predictions.
I got my notebook.
Moochie got the notebook. So, Moochie, let's make some predictions on Hailey, and let's see what some of the fans are going to say. So, fans,
all right.
I'm going to write down about 3 or 4 of y'all on the back of my note card, and next week when we do our finale show, I'm going to let y'all names go up here so that we can let everybody know y'all the livest audience. Y'all participated in the predictions, and we're going to see who got right. So, Moochie.
And Lamont, do you want me to help you out and look through the chat? Because I've been seeing some little predictions here and there.
What you got? What's good in the chat?
I got Ray Holland. He said she's not going to tell Andre she's pregnant.
Now, Ray, why would she not tell Andre? Would she not tell him because she wants to escape Chuckalisa? Do you think that's why she wouldn't tell him, Moochie?
If she's trying to get out of Dodge, yeah.
Okay.
He got a point.
Yeah,
Miss
that's a
Turner says
point.
she having twins.
Yeah, she having twins. She was throwing up too much in that dirty ass toilet for her not to
Oh,
have twins.
Whisper already said it, so I believe
Yep.
her.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she did say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to put on this note card that me, Moochie, and the whole audience believe Hailey is pregnant with twins. Can I officially put that up here, Moochie?
You can put it down. You can put me down for that.
Okay. Me, Moochie, and the whole audience believe Hailey is pregnant with twins. Okay. I got it. Pregnant with twins. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, Donnell Walden, she says she can't have twins. The call is knowing she's not getting the deal.
Okay. So
And
we've
that's
got people.
Danielle Walden.
Okay. I got you, Danielle. You said the call is about her not getting the deal to go through. So then, Moochie, that begs the question. If the deal don't go through and she's stuck with the pink, what is she going to do then? She going to have to tell Andre she's pregnant, right?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. All right, so people, I got the cruise prediction, Hailey pregnant with twins. Everybody's agreeing with that one, and we're gonna see how it happens. Now, Moochie,
I got another Hailey prediction too.
What you got?
Hailey. Okay, this is from Tina. She said Hailey is going to die and Big L is going to kill her.
What?
Look, I say put it down.
I'm gonna put it down. Tina, I got you. Tina says
she look like she got a nice piece of cake in her picture too.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't show that to a fat girl. Anywho. I digress. That cake look good. It look like it's like a lemon cake or some kind of pound cake that Tina got as her profile.
So what's she trying to say? She extra moist, Moochie? That what she trying to say?
She might be moist, or she got cakes in the back. Who knows?
You know, she got a whole pastry factory back there. Let us find out.
Maybe she got more cakes in the behind.
Let us find out. Tina got tasty predictions too. Let us find. I got you, Tina. We got you up on this channel. Now, Moochie, we gotta talk about this sister. And this
wait a minute. This is the last one, and then we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Private Pora says I can't even. Private Pora says she thinks it's a call about Keyshawn because the way her face looks. That's a good one.
I said, as a matter of fact, I said that in my prediction video. I actually thought that was a phone call about Keyshawn, is what I thought. And maybe Keyshawn called Autumn to let her know she can't leave Chuckalisa because dumbass daddy daycare Derrick done abducted the kids or killed one of them. So I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely with you on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning of the predictions. We're going to entertain you guys all the way till 10 o'clock tonight. And somebody's already talking about what I wanted to discuss. Hope Lee says, Uncle Clifford 250K will save the pink and Georgie have the deal with him. Uncle Clifford owed that money to Hailey Autumn Night. If you remember, Moochie, Hailey loaned Uncle Clifford close to 200K, and she went out and blew all that money on hair, lace fronts, pocketbooks, shoes, all kinds of mess. She in a lot of debt, Moochie. So do you think Hailey's going to force Clifford to give her that 250 back?
You know what? I'm going to say it like this. If we find out that Ernestine left her some money, which we don't even know if she's dead or not.
We don't.
Combined with the 250, then maybe I could say that.
Okay.
Then maybe I could say that.
And you know, in this trailer, Uncle Clifford was talking about how he believes in Little Murda now. And Little Murda says, maybe it's time I start being the real me. Moochie, and let's take notes. Is Little Murda gonna come out to the public about his status?
I'm thinking he might, or it might be the kiss of death. Like, you know how when somebody's like at that point where they ready to live their life the way they want to live it, and then bam, they out of there.
So my folks in the chat, is Little Murda gonna come out in this finale? I want to see how many of you posted. I'm gonna go ahead and put my prediction up here. I'm gonna say Little Murda does not come out. All right. I'm with Moochie on this one. He ain't coming out in this episode. He's not coming out. No way.
I think they're gonna save that for next season. That might be the last thing he says to clip it.
Right. And look, everybody, including Miss Kira, Tall Glass, David Williams, Tamika Den. Wait a minute. Dominique think he is coming out. Dominique says he is. Murda loves Clifford. So I'm gonna put down in here. Dominique Gray said,
okay, she said 3 things is going to happen on that phone call. First, Keyshawn died. Second, she didn't get the money. Third, she finds out she's pregnant. So it's gonna be like, hold on, wait, I got another call. Hold on, wait, I got another call. Hold what?
And then Moochie, we might as well throw in that she's gonna get another call from the sheriff saying, I know you're not really Autumn Knight. You somebody else. You're an imposter, and we have evidence that you are involved in killing of Montavious, because everybody and their mama that don't need to know that there has been some killing in the paint. Roulette no, Big Bone no, and Whisper no. Whisper knew before she even knew that there was a murder in the paint. Whisper walked in there, her energy told her it was somebody dead up in the building. So we're gonna see how that plays out this episode. And by the way, we've got 210 after 10 minutes. Please subscribe to both of our channels. Give us a like. Follow us as we're going to be reviewing this show next week. We've got Power to review. Game of Thrones is about to come out. She-Hulk is coming out. Groot come out tomorrow. Hard Knocks come out tonight. There's a lot of stuff that we would love to review with you guys. Get your input. Have some fun, talk a little bit of junk on the side, and continue to make predictions. Moochie, this brother right here, what he gonna do, Moochie? Oh,
I don't know, but he seemed like he's ready to put some hot ones in Little Murda because he got people in his ear.
Do you think now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a prediction I didn't give you guys. Because this brother loves him some Mercedes. I'm talking Mercedes. He loves Mercedes. And we saw the passionate speech and dialogue that went on between Mercedes and Little Murda at the very end of this past episode. I think we could see a situation where this brother gets Little Murda hemmed up. And guess who saves him? The Sadies. What you think, Moochie?
I could see that happening. I could also see her talking him out of it because she already talked him out of running there when it went off.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, we think we could have a situation where this guy gets Little Murda right where he wants him, and Mercedes swoops in and saves the day for the moment, just for the moment. And now, Moochie, we have to talk about the wife. Lord, she was madder than a fire ant in water. Her ass was mad. But the question here is, Moochie, what is she gonna do? We see her as it looks like Andre done won. We see her standing in the background looking like a cop blocker. She's hot. But the question here is, Moochie, how is she gonna stand by his side when she finds out that, yeah, she cheated, but he cheated and got the girl pregnant with twins? How's that going to play out, Moochie?
She basically, to me, she can't. I want to know how she got in the house. That's the part I'm pissed off about. I can't stand when they leave. How she get in that house and he just found out when he got back that was his place?
Corbin, I believe Corbin let her in. Because Corbin don't care for Hailey. Corbin is
no, he
willing
don't
to
like
shake,
Hailey.
he's willing to shake all the salt in between Hailey and Andre, Great Value Obama, that he can. So I believe Corbin let her in on purpose, sabotagery.
Oh, you know what? When you showed, you know who I think might. Don't be surprised if Wody get at Maine, because he was looking at him when they was in the club.
Right there. There he is, right there in the club.
Don't be surprised if Wody don't stop Maine in his tracks if he come at Little Murda.
Got that right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another participant. A participant who has a flirkin. And for those of you who don't know what a flirkin is, it's a space alien that dresses up like a cat, and it's one of the most dangerous things in the Marvel MCU universe. The owner of this flirkin, my people, is the homegirl, the sis, Monique Nicole. How you doing, Monique?
As soon as
there's the flirkin. There's the flirkin.
Look who jumped up. As soon as you was talking your shit.
Let me go find an Infinity Stone real quick so it can eat it.
Not the Infinity Stone. Oh Lord, you need 5 though, right? You need 5. Isn't that what it is?
Hey, no, the flirkin only ate one of them. He only protected one of them. He protected the Tesseract. But
Lord,
everybody's happy to see you here, and we're just trying to.
Hold on. Moochie looking. Who you looking cute for? I love the burgundy. I love that color.
And then she got the solid gold door knockers on and everything. Hair all slicked back to make it easy to grab your head and everything like that.
Earrings, at least 2 kids. Whatever LO.
And then she done went and got the Darnell earpieces and everything like that. That chick. Let us find out Moochie done went and got her a hot one. We know how Moochie get down. So Monique, we just got finished talking about Hailey, and we took some fan predictions. We took our predictions. I know you got a lot to say about Hailey. Talk to us about what you're thinking about Hailey, as we've gone through several different scenarios that could play out for pregnant with twins as Hailey.
Okay, let me hear what y'all been saying. Let me hear what y'all been talking about.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, the anchor of everything we have talked about, including the fans, is this phone call. You see the despair on her face, okay? You obviously know she done already talked to Andre. She done have her, and by the way, she's looking like a good snow cone right here, ladies and gentlemen, ready to be melted. But anyway, you can see she's talking to Andre, okay? And she's in despair. We have predicted that on this phone call, she finds out something happened with Keyshawn. She finds out that she is pregnant. She also finds out that that deal is not going to go through because her name is not correct. And it could also be the sheriff giving her a call saying, I know what happened to Montavious. You have something to do with it. And you have lied about your identity. And identity theft is fraud, punishable by felony in the state of Mississippi. That's what we had said about Hailey.
She gonna be in the clink instead of the pink. She gonna be in the clink instead of the pink.
That's some good shit, y'all. That's some good shit. I co-sign all of those theories. I co-sign all of them. I'm nervous that it's gonna be more so about Keyshawn. I have so much anxiety about that. Like, I'm really nervous.
This don't help do it. This don't help you do it.
That
don't help do it.
Ooh, that shit it's like a gut-wrenching, just, oh my God. My mind is going. I'm thinking, worst case scenarios type stuff. So, but yeah, I co-sign all of y'all's predictions about that call. Definitely. It could be any of those things. But if I have to pick one, I'm leaning more towards bad news concerning Keyshawn, unfortunately. if I have to pick one. But
now, me and Moochie ain't picked one. We said that it could be a series of bad phone calls. She's on phone with somebody, and I'm saying, hold on, I got to beat. What? I ain't gonna get my deal, bitch. Hold on, I got to beat. What? I'm fraud. I'm a suspect in a murder for my ex baby daddy. I got to beat. Damn it, I can't get my deal. No, white woman, hang up. Then she get the last phone call. Then she get the last phone call.
You're positively pregnant with twins.
You're pregnant. And Great Value Obama is your baby daddy, so you know you're gonna have a hard time squeezing them heads out your poo-poo.
I'm dead. Yeah, Dominique, I said that last night. The picture with Keyshawn might be her killing him. I predicted that as well as a possibility last night.
Okay, well, since you already here, you got the floor. Monique, start out with Keyshawn. What do you think is going on with Keyshawn? I've given my prediction where I think Derrick has kidnapped or killed one of the children. Most likely he kidnapped them and ran away, and that's why she's doing this. But I want to know what you think.
Yeah, it could be kidnapped and took them, which would be, terrible. But it also could be that he harmed them, and that would be worse. That's honestly, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the trailer for the first time. Before I heard other people's theories, the first thing I thought about was, damn it, he touched those kids. That's the first thing I thought. Not to say that's right. That's where my mind went. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to see that. But it's a good possibility because they already went lengths to show us that he harmed the little toddler who is to hurt a child whose body frame is that time. It's very violent and vicious. And so they already opened that can of worms. Oh man, so I'm pretty nervous. I've been saying I'm very nervous about what could happen. And then my other prediction was that scream could be a scream that she lets out right when she kills them or after she kills them. Because my theory is this: if you're not a murderer, right? If you are a normal, somewhat sane human being who's not a murderer, if you kill someone, it's gonna evict some type of emotion. You know what I mean? So and then you put into play all the things that they've been through, what he's done to her. That's my only other theory. If he did not touch the kids, that's what that scream could have been. So that's a gut-wrenching scream.
Remember,
ahead.
The gun is still out the house. And last time we saw that gun, thank you, Inga 71, it was in between the couch. I hope that baby didn't get a hold of that gun.
Oh. But you know what? Wait a minute.
Because I'm assuming she put it back the same way where she hid it. I'm assuming that she just put it under the pillow just for him, when he first walked in. But I would hope.
Well, here's another thing.
I hope that she put it back.
The kids are not at Derrick's house with him right now. The kids are with somebody else. Derrick is supposed to be getting this interview and doing something else. So the kids aren't with him. So hopefully that won't be it. Hopefully the play is going to be Big Bone run her mouth to somehow gets to Derrick. He go get the kids before they get back home, and then he goes and hightails it up out of town or do something, hurt the kids. But Monique Nicole, I recall I did a trailer breakdown when I said I thought dumbass Daddy Daycare Derrick was going to do something to the kids. And I remember you giving me pushback. You was like, they don't want to open that can of worms. And the next thing I know, the very next day.
You were right. If I didn't say that before, you were definitely right. I think I was hoping they wouldn't, but that was me going off of season 1. I think we all bared witness to season 2, them really pushing the envelope. So I stand corrected. And to your point, that's why I'm really nervous about the finale, because they've really pushed the envelope this season. It's kind of like, at this point, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Yeah.
Right. And yes, in the play, she did die, but I'm here to tell you right now, she's not dying this season. You forget that. There's still so much more story they can do with her character. Crooked Letter ain't gonna die this season, but in the play, she did die. And
I never. It was a play to this.
Yeah, it's a book.
Wow.
It's a play. Yeah, it's a book. It's a play.
The lawsuit
I would love to see the play.
There's a lawsuit with Nikki Gilbert, a major, and I think that's actually part of the reason why the show was delayed. Initially, it was COVID,
absolutely is.
I think the second delay was that lawsuit because Nikki. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll talk offline, but it was a whole.
And I thought for sure, Moochie, I tagged you in it because Monique tagged me in it. That's how I found out because of Monique.
I had to write I wrote an article about it months ago.
She wrote an article. As a matter of fact, that was one of the very first times me and Monique. Man, she went in on that art. Y'all, if y'all haven't subscribed and followed Monique Nicole on Instagram, she blogs, my people, on top of YouTube, and she be writing some hardcore stuff. She be up on it. She be up. When you talk about the streets got ears, the streets is talking, it's Monique. That's who voice you hear. That's the voice you hear when they say the streets is talking. Check my girl out. Be sure to subscribe to her and Moochie. Let's get the good times rolling continuously. So is it safe for me to go ahead and put that Mississippi will not die and that something happened to the kids?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Live chat, what do y'all think? Mississippi survives, something happens to the kids, and if what happens to the kids is the thing we don't know. That's the only thing we can make assumptions about. I think Keyshawn is going to have a situation where something happens to them. You know what else could make Keyshawn cry like this? Now y'all ride with my theories now. Y'all ride with my theories. You know what else could make her scream like this? What if we find out that Diamond Ass gets shot? I ain't say die. I said get shot.
Ooh.
Because we know she's in love with Diamond. And this might not be about the kid. This could all be about Big Bone wanting to get some revenge. Or maybe Derrick decides, you know what? She working with that Diamond at the pink. I'm going to get his ass this time. And he claps back on. And then Keyshawn find out Diamond got clipped.
Lamont, hand clap for real, golf clap, because that is a great theory. It is different than what everyone else has said, and I can actually see that shit happening. Man, hell yeah, put that shit down. That's a good alternative. That's a really good alternative theory that goes against the grain, and is different. I never even thought about
it. It is somebody she cares about. Maybe the sister got harmed and Derrick took the kids. Right.
I
thought about that.
And I thought about that. And they honestly could do both. Now I'm not saying kill Diamond. I'm saying Diamond gets shot, he's hurt, and something happens to the kids. You could do both of those, and she's left here alone, just bitter, upset. Like, what the hell? I can't leave now. Done told me to leave. I cannot leave at this point because I got to do something with my kids. And deep in my heart, I know I got feelings for Diamond. I got to figure that situation out. And I'm going to tell you another person who would be upset if Diamond got shot. Hailey Autumn Night would be upset if Diamond got shot too. Now, they don't have the kind of tight-knit relationship that Diamond has with everybody in the pink. But do you think she would really want to have another body that has been injured dealing somewhere in and around the pink? I don't think so, because that definitely is not going to help you sell the pink. All these killings, all these shootings, murder nights left and right, grand reopenings turned into grand shootouts.
Yo, some of these comments are good, man. Someone said Keyshawn got caught kissing that good a nigga. So listen, I mean, Derrick finds out that she was kissing the good.
He do be saying that, Derrick.
He do. But you know what? Do y'all think Keyshawn would be mad if the person that tells Derrick what's been going on is Big Bone, and we know that Derrick like that dark meat because once shit go black, damn it, you never go back. What if Big Bone tried to get back at Keyshawn by messing around with Derrick? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a diva in the house. Diva looking right too, like she do YouTube makeup. It's Nita the Diva, ladies and gentlemen, in the building.
Hey y'all.
What's up?
Today running around. Sorry, I'm late. Thanks.
Okay, she switched it up on us with the hair. Yes.
I know.
Keep
She
us
said,
on our toes, girl. Keep us on our toes.
Look, Nita said, forget the skunk and Uncle Clifford look. I'm gonna come in here looking like Nita the Diva today.
Yes, thank you guys.
Well, we're glad to have you, Nita, and we're just theory crafting, prediction crafting, and we spent a lot of time on Hailey and Keyshawn. But who are you burning about that you've got a strong prediction, not named Hailey or Keyshawn?
Strong prediction. I'm still gonna go with. I want to go with Derrick. That's who I want to go with. I've already had him. He's on there. He's on.
Oh
there.
yeah, you do. Yeah.
That's what I want. Now I don't know if that's gonna happen now, but
right.
If all things align, come on, Whisper, do it for us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to give it to Nita because Nita said Derrick and Big Tweet take it in the meat, and she was all right. She was all right about Teat. Look at that. Nita and Big Teat take it in the meat. She was all right about it.
I think
she got it right.
Well, I think I had.
Yep, and Monique did too. Look at that. Monique, Big T,
and Jay.
And she's also adding Grandma Die.
Not me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Grandma earned it.
Wow.
I feel like Keyshawn does deserve a happy ending, Savannah. Yeah.
Yeah. She does. She deserves it, but
is she gonna quit it?
So let me ask y'all this. So Keyshawn winds up meeting up with Little Murda as he done got him a tour bus. Wody looking out for this brother. He done got Little Murda a tour bus. Keyshawn's hopping out of this car that we see later on in this trailer is being revealed. Somebody gave her a gift, and it looked like there's blood on the steering wheel. Moochie, talk to me about this surprise vehicle.
Wow. Whose car is that, first of all?
Teek's.
I think it's some kind of surprise car giving her.
That ain't Teek's car. That's that look like a Monte Carlo.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's a Monte Carlo.
An old school car. That's a Monte Carlo.
Yeah, that's Monte Carlo. A two-door Monte Carlo. Mm-hmm. So who's giving her this car? How does she get access to this car? One fan told me they think Derrick might have gave her the car as a stay with me gift. No. I don't see that working. It could be. It could have been.
He did say he was gonna buy her a new car.
I think Murda hooked it up for her. No,
I can see Murda doing it though, because he owed her money.
He did.
That could be Big T's car.
Look at the scene. Look at the scene though. It's like
Big T had a newer car. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember Little Murda went and got Big T a car and it wasn't.
He got him a Charger.
Like it was.
Yeah. Y'all right about that. But I think Murda hooked up the car because it looks like they're almost having like a meeting. Like it's like they're doing like an exchange, type thing, and that's when they kind of say their goodbyes to each other. So I think Murda might have hooked it up for her. And remember in the clip, he says, "I'll keep your secret," and she said, "And I'll keep yours." So he knows that she's about to leave.
Right. Okay.
She's telling too many people.
Right. Saying goodbye and everything to everybody.
Yeah, you could have met up with him. You got Instagram and all that. You could have met up with him at one of them clubs he performed and be like, "Hey, I got out."
No,
get out and get away, and then say goodbye. Look, I had to leave in haste because y'all know my situation.
But here's the thing, Moochie. As long as she's not telling people where she at, don't you think she good? She ain't told nobody where she going. They know she's leaving, but she ain't told nobody where she's going. And I wouldn't be on.
Especially that child on Big Bone.
The worst person.
But Big Bone don't know where she's going. Yeah. She don't know where she's going. She don't know where she's going. She knows she's leaving.
Be happy that she leaving.
She can afford it.
You can have your D all to yourself.
Moochie.
I'm just saying.
She might have the D, but does she have the mind that comes with the D? Because remember,
because when
he starts screwing her, and he was screwing her so good. Keyshawn. Ladies, comment below if your man just starts screwing your brains out. You're like, where the hell this come from without Viagra? And you thinking he's thinking about another woman. Let me know what y'all got to say.
I do think it's important and beneficial to tell at least two people, because I feel like it's good that Murda knows that she's leaving. I don't know. I feel like because if something ever pops off, like how I say it, she has someone that can help. I don't know. I don't think it's the worst idea to have Murda know. So Murda knows, Hailey knows,
Cliff.
They know that she's escaping Derrick, or they think she's just leaving the pink to be.
I think everybody know that she's leaving Derrick. She's escaping Derrick. Everybody know that she had them issues with Derrick. That's the main reason why Cliff said, "Take your pretty face and don't you ever come back."
But it's going to have something to do with Big Bone. Big Bone is going to foil those plans somehow, some kind of way. Just because she's a scorned woman. So I think it's going to be trouble. She's a wild card for me.
Can I ask y'all a question, though? Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think Big Bone is going to do two things? You think she's going to mess up Diamond and stain the picture and the Keyshawn Derrick situation, or just the Diamond situation? Because I feel like her get back is looking like it's more so Diamond. I don't know what connection she has with Derrick or how she's gonna get in contact with Derrick. What's she gonna do? Bum rush him at his job? She don't know where he works. She doesn't know where he works.
Right.
She doesn't know where he works. She doesn't know his number. So I think we were all thinking that initially, at least I was, but now I'm starting to think that her sabotage is really going to just be for Diamond and that ring and that picture and whoever she's going to send the picture to. That's just me thinking as a second thought.
Or if she's missing and Derrick can't find her and he goes up to the club.
Up to the paint. She run her mouth.
Oh, I see. That's a good idea as well. Okay.
Yep. And do you, and she's a woman scorned right now, but at the same time, don't y'all kind of feel like Big Bone knew in her heart of hearts that what's the term I've heard some women use? He's just a bad woman for her. His heart went, and she realized that the way he started spanking them skins, that it wasn't about you, it was about somebody else. So don't you guys think she kind of realized that? And maybe she done figured out that the woman you really fantasizing about is this beautiful chocolate right here.
Oh God, that scream.
I think she knew that from the night they was slapping skins and it was clapping. She knew that because he flipped her over and wasn't paying attention.
She called it.
What I'm saying, her face.
Yeah, she called it. She called him out on it. Yeah, so
she did.
Yeah.
And then he told her not to mess with that ring. Who did she send the picture of the ring to, y'all? Who did she send that? Did she send it to the sheriff? Did she send it to, she's a relative of Montavious? Who did Big Bone send that picture to? Nita, start with you.
I don't know because, okay, so Hailey, she came from, where did she come from? She came from Atlanta? Oh
no, she came from New Orleans.
New Orleans, right? From the flood. She came from the flood.
Remember Katrina?
I'm wondering how far was it? You know what I'm saying? Because if all this stuff is going to happen in the same night, it has to be like kind of close. I think she's just like a plant for that game. But the only thing that makes me leery of that is because Autumn doesn't recognize her. And if she was around Montavious and his people and stuff like that, I would think she would kind of know his associations. But people come and go, and you probably wanted to pick somebody that Autumn didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I'm thinking definitely. Some people was asking about law enforcement. No, I don't see that. But yeah, I think it's directly tied to Montavious and his crew.
For sure.
Mm.
For sure.
Okay.
They're saying she's from Texas, y'all. Just a lot of people are saying it's Texas that Hailey's from.
Texas.
No, she came from Katrina because the way she got her money in. Yeah, the way she got her money.
2005, y'all. This show is current. It's definitely not associated with Hurricane Katrina.
Well, you must miss out. You must,
yeah,
that's how they had it in season 1.
That's how they had it in season 1.
Yeah, season 1. She
I
got some kind of.
I think we as the viewers assumed that it was Katrina, but there's other floods have happened after. Okay. I don't think it's Katrina. It can't be because
I remember her calling when she. Guess how she got
that would make
she
no
was
sense.
Calling FEMA and all of that.
She was definitely calling FEMA to get that insurance money.
But there's other floods that have happened in other states in recent years. And you know what I'm saying? I just don't. The reason why I'm saying it so passionately is because the show is based current. They're covering.
Okay, she said it herself. Kima said Texas. She said it herself. Mm-hmm. It was Hurricane Drake, and she's from Texas. Okay.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
I think there was something in Texas. Yes, there was, because I had a friend who was living there, and his basement got flooded. So it could be the same thing. So yeah.
Oh, we're not saying that they don't get flooded. We're not saying that they don't get flooded in Texas.
No.
But for some reason, I do remember her having a FEMA call to New Orleans. But
that's what
maybe that was just where FEMA was stationed or whatever. When she was trying to get her money. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But all I know is she's pregnant. You ain't got to call FEMA for that shit. She's pregnant.
Sure don't.
For some reason, I want to think that she's pregnant in real life, and they wrote it into the script like that. I don't know if that's
what someone said in the chat.
That's what I think. I think she is pregnant.
Someone said that in the chat a little further up. She said both Big Bone and Hailey are pregnant, so they have to have some kind of exit.
Right.
I think she's going to jail.
Who?
Damn.
Clink, clink. She going in the clink, and she gonna get out.
Wait a minute, Moochie. Wait a minute. Let me write this down. Moochie said Hailey going to jail. I'm putting this on the note card. Hailey goes to jail. All right, Moochie. I got you on the pad right here. You go.
I hope I'm right. I hope it wasn't far-fetched. I just and point.
Someone said Hailey's death in season 3. I could see that.
Yeah.
In season 3.
Oh man.
I could see that season 3.
So now there's some other predictions we got to make that we ain't covered yet. I mean, they take a bulk of this story, but there is one wild card who said, I'm Roulette. And then somebody stepped to her and say, I love playing Russian roulette. Ask any of these MFers in this pink. And that was the Mississippi telling that to Roulette. But now Roulette is a pimp. And I think we made the best predictions we could have made about this crew yesterday when we said that Roulette is going to hook up with Big L and they is about to be a full criminal empire.
Yep.
Moochie, what you think?
I see that happening for some reason. That it was little. I guess we might have had some sort of foreshadowing him with that pimp cup. And just the way, just his style. You know how he be walking and all that. He just has that. But I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that Uncle Clifford could reel him back in, because he didn't want to do that. But he's trying to help him where he can have his own empire. But Uncle Clifford doesn't want to go that route.
He shows
it's too risky. Something must have happened before where he doesn't want to dabble in the drug game.
Maybe his mom was addicted to drugs at some point in time. You know, maybe she had some interactions with drugs that put a distance and a hamper between him, grandma, and grandma. Maybe that's why he's so adamant about those drugs, because he literally took them pills. I mean, she literally took them pills and scattered them across that couch like angry, upset. I'm not having this. And then told your right-hand man to get to stepping like Martin was telling bruh man when he was stealing sandwiches. Gets to stepping. And when you've been that tight with someone like him like that, it's got to be something that's really, really deep in your loin to make you want to do that. There go that flirking, y'all. Be careful. Be careful. If the damn tesseract pop out of that flirking's mouth, be careful. But is Roulette going to catch a body is what I want to know. She got the gun, jewelry around her neck. She done robbed this man of his car, and you know he wants some revenge. She took his car, took his dignity, put a gun in his mouth, told him to suck it, and now she done bodied his car for money.
She's gonna finish him off in the next episode. So we're
possible. I could, you know what I could see happening? Now you know they getting ready to pimp out Toya. Toya gonna get in a situation and Roulette gonna save her like how she saved Whisper. But now this time she gonna pull the trigger. She gonna hit him with some hot ones.
Moochie, I think that could be partly true. I think that Toya is gonna get raped or hurt. And then Roulette gonna come in and save the day after the event takes place. Right.
I'm with Lamont. That's where my mind is going for sure. Because you see, you only get but so many chances. As a character, they only give you but so many chances. So at this point, she got lucky the first time. She got lucky the second time. You ain't getting lucky this time. So something's gonna happen to somebody.
Yes,
whether
exactly.
Toy, whether it's Whisper or Duffy. I'm still holding out on one of the three of them. But I agree, someone's gonna get hurt, and then I can see her murking dude for sure.
Now this is what I want to get y'all's opinion on. Somebody said this is a dream sequence where everybody is wiping down Pimp Pastor Patrice, and she's just being serenaded and rubbed like she Jim Jones, Donald Trump, David Koresh, any one of those dictators you want to be. She's acting just like all of them. They rubbing her down like she Jesus. So is this a dream sequence? Is this her about to fall out because she lost the mayor race? What is this going on? I'll start with you on this one, Monique.
Oh, baby, I do not know. This is one thing I don't really have too many comments on because I don't know what the hell this is about.
They praying for her because she was on that damn pole out in the street.
Wait a minute, Moochie. Wait a minute.
She said she was a hoe, and she said that on national TV or whatever. So they over there praying for her because she was a hoe and sucked D in every city.
But everybody already know that though. She done told her. She done came clean about that. I mean, if you look at this picture,
or they could be praying. Okay, they could pray that she gonna win. They could be praying that she wins the election. You know, that's prayer night. So they casting their prayers for prayer.
Yeah, that could be the like it. Okay, we saw what happened the night before the election at the Pink, right?
Oh,
right.
Now we probably gonna see in the beginning what she's doing the night before, and they might even show Kyle Corbin also.
Yeah.
But why they got to put hands on her for? Like, what is this some super prayer technique or something?
You know they do that in church. You know they do that in church.
On you.
Let's lay the hands on you from Jesus.
Yeah, I've been to church where they did that. I did that.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, they laying hands on Patrice the night before the election.
Yep.
I don't think these prayers work, but we're gonna find out. If one of them had to become the mayor, I would love for it to be her. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm so like the mess she would get this town into being the mayor. That would be some good TV. Trust me. Yeah. That'd be some. Yes. And speaking of Pimp Pastor Patrice, and we seen how she dropped it like it's not hot, but she looked good in her outfit. She produced during the way she danced and everything she did as a youth, she produced a baby named Mercedes who has a love interest, y'all. Talk to me about Farrah, Nita. When they still ain't got rid of the damn bird's nest on her head, got her looking like Marla Gibbs. But in this, it looks like she done went and bought some kind of a studio. She doing centerfolds. She picks up the phone. She calls Mercedes and say, "Us women gotta shine." And Mercedes looked like she listening to what she gotta say. And then we see Mercedes in her own spot all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So did they hook back up and get the carpet munching going all over again? And are they going to be an item? I mean, just let me know what's going on right here, Nita.
I think that she's going to basically call Mercedes and tell her the exhibit was a success, and she's going to make her whole, give her the proceeds of what she probably made, and just kind of make up for that whole thing that went wrong with Coach. And that's how Mercedes is going to get her own place or something. I mean, I will only take cash. Like, if you give me my studio, like, okay. But no, we ain't doing no munching. No, I need my cash.
Nita said, "Rip me my money, honey."
I mean, sometimes people want to do that. They want to control how they want to give you the money. No, give me my money. I can do what I want to do. So hopefully it goes like that. I hope.
And Monique, if you take a look at that mirror, she's got a little hot thing right there in that mirror. She's probably doing some kind of mosaic, some NFTs, some portraits, some centerfold, whatever you want to call it. And she ain't even interested in that centerfold. She's interested in everything that's on the other end of this line. So how do you think this is going to play out between these two, Monique?
I'm leaning more so with Nita. I think Farrah's going to do right by Mercedes and give her a percentage from the gallery, portrait, whatever thing. And I think she's gonna try to hook up with her. She already made a move this past episode, and Mercedes was like, "Nah, baby, that was business, a little." So there ain't gonna be no more bucking. Ain't gonna be no more of that. But definitely,
what?
Sadie,
wait a minute. Wait.
Season 3.
At least not this season. Possibly.
Right.
Okay. Possibly next season. Definitely not in the finale. Definitely not. That's going to be strictly, let me do right by you. Let me give you some money. And I think Sadie's, we're going to see her on top. I think we're going to see her start to elevate and things start to come around for her by the end of the finale. That's my prediction with that.
Right. Moochie, talk to us, my sister.
You know what I think? Maybe she talked to Coach and got her money. Because she was not feeling how he stiffed her out of that money. She walked out. So maybe she finagled something and got Mercedes her money, because it looks like her studio is finished.
Yeah, she just need to fix the roof.
I'm looking at the picture that you showed, and it looks like the studio's finished.
Almost, Moochie. She got to put some tiles in that roof.
That's
now.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because you can't have water leaking on the children now.
The ceiling. She got to have the ceiling done. Yeah. So look, maybe it was something like that. Or she might have something else planned for her, where they go into business together, and like I said, they could do something like the cheerleading stuff.
I'm scared to mix business with pleasure, and we know for Farrah it's a lot more pleasure, and for Mercedes it's more business.
She already let her know that it's not going down. That was business. So I think that they might end up being friends. They might get tipsy every now and then. Something may pop off. I don't know.
Well, there's some energy there, Moochie. There's some energy there. There's a lot of energy there, and one of them has got some ends, and the other one got some good skins, apparently. So, and when you put that together in a closed environment, like a place like this, or a place like this, when you put it together and Farrah go get her hair done, I don't know, man. I don't know, Moochie. I don't know.
We got a super chat.
We got a Let me jump on in here and check out this super
pretty
chat.
Girl.
Oh, this the homie Pretty Girl. Loves trap content. Hey, everyone. Y'all ready for the arrival of the great value Sasha M? Oh, my God. Lord.
Sasha,
No. We don't want to see the great value Sasha and Malia. No. And nor do we want to see the great value Serena and Venus Williams. We don't want to see nothing. Let his ass have some boys, okay? Let's have some big head boys, because like I said, his head like a watermelon anyway. So whatever come out of that twat is gonna be a big head something. And I hope she can survive. Now we are gonna get y'all out of here on one last thing. We got to get everybody's predictions about.
Oh God.
I swear they trying to play us, but it could be something crazy. And it's this one clip right here. Is crying. And this is early in the episode. The reason I know is because it's the same hair that they start the reopening back, and then she winds up changing hair before they get to the end. But this is early in the episode. Everybody crying, Little Murda crying. I think that is Mercedes he's hugging, not Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Okay. And if that is Mercedes he's hugging, I'll start with you, Moochie. Is this grandma they crying about?
I want to say that's who it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to say that's who it is. I don't. It could be Keyshawn, but I want to say it's the grandma.
It can't be. Remember, the next morning they meet up at the parking lot.
That could be later on, though.
It could. Definitely.
But this is
but that looked like the same night that happened after. Remember when he got the phone call right before the episode ended?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how it's gonna probably start off.
Yeah,
and then
that's why I think it's grandma.
Past the Woodbine, getting her hands laid on and prayed on.
Oh Lord! Oh my God! Y'all be killing me with that Pastor Woodbine.
She a nut.
Okay, so what you got, Monique Nicole? What do you think is going on? What do you think? What else could it be for this phone call?
I'm 95% sure it's about grandmother, because the way they left it off, Cliff got that phone call, then got emotional. This is the same night, so I know it's not Keyshawn. I know the next morning Keyshawn and Murda meet up, and she gets that car. So I for me, it's the grandmother. She finally, went on home to the Lord. So
check this out. Keyshawn ain't got that pink hair no more now. Keyshawn hair is back black.
Yeah, she took off that wig. That was a temporary wig, boo. She snatched it off and she put another one on. Okay. That's how they work, baby.
Okay. Hey, you females is amazing creatures for sure. Yes, y'all are. Daggone right.
Baby. I love to switch it up now, baby. I love me a good wig.
Nita, what you got on this? Is it grandmother?
Grandmother, yes.
No.
Yeah. You remember the nurse said no news is good news. So the phone did ring. And that Cliff was looking real. I know he was processing Keyshawn leaving, but at the same time, I think there was more behind that. But he had to just, go with it. I think it's right.
I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. If it's grandmother, I'm gonna be a little bothered by that. I'm a fan of Loretta Devine, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big fan.
A lot of good cameos, like flashbacks and stuff. So it's not gonna be the last we've seen of her.
I feel like somebody in the comments made a good point, and they said that maybe that Ernestine is in a coma. Maybe they had to put her in a coma because remember they was doing that to people that had COVID.
They was.
Yeah, they
were. They were inducing
coming out of it. It was,
I'm looking at the.
I got one more for y'all before we get out of here. I promise we about to get out of here on this one. We can't leave without this. Why the hell is his ashy ass so happy?
He must have won.
in here looking like the Undertaker.
That means Andre won.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's exactly what I think.
You know what? He could be just happy because he got that whipping he wanted.
Come on, from last night he's still celebrating.
Yeah.
I'm the king of the world.
I know that's right.
Go ahead.
This is more than I just got my ass whipped like a slave, okay?
Yeah.
This is more than 9 years of a slave. This is good news. I mean, he ran his ass out the porch. There's a white guy sitting on the porch, and he ran out in front of this white dude looking white, and he got on his bathrobe, and he happy like he won the lottery.
Yeah.
The casino, baby. The casino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucking casino.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys, you forgot one important prediction theory. Very important character that is in the line of danger.
Who?
Murda.
We talked about Murda before you got up here, but let us hear what you got to say.
Oh, okay.
No, we want to hear what you got to say about
I'm
Murda.
nervous.
Oh, you nervous?
Yeah. So I'm nervous for him. So I don't want to believe they'll kill him off, but I feel like at this point, this show, it's possible. So either Murda will die or he'll be like severely injured and he can no longer do the rest of his tour, which will affect his career, and impact his career or something like that.
Now, do you think that there's any chance because of Murda's love for Unc that he'll come out or show some kind of public affection to Unc in this finale, or are they going to save all that for next season?
Gosh, that's a good question.
Because he ain't got to come out, but I mean, if you come out holding hands, you come out kissing in public, that's basically an omission you coming out, right? So they could do something like that.
The block is hot though, but the block is hot right now. Like the block is hot. So I don't know if this is the best time. Someone said the little Murda situation could be a cliffhanger. I could see them. I could see that he gets shot or something.
We discussed, Monique, before you and Nita got up here.
I can see that.
We discussed that possibly what could happen is we know that Homeboy loves himself some Mercedes. And we saw a very sweet dialogue between Mercedes and Little Murda in this last episode. Kind of like a setup for a slam dunk. So it could be that Little Buddy be about to kill Little Murda and Mercedes steps in and saves him because dude listens to Mercedes. Mercedes already done talked him out of going up the block when they were shooting the first time, as Moochie said. So could you see that being the cliffhanger with Little Murda?
That crossed my mind as well. That did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, on a Tuesday night, y'all showed up more tonight than last night. We got up to 545 people on a Tuesday night. You could be anywhere. You could be watching anything. There's a lot of stuff on TV, but you guys gave us your time, and we're very, very grateful. Be sure to subscribe to everybody's channel. These ladies put out great content. You can definitely follow me on Twitter. I finally done went and got a TikTok. I'll put this out on the podcast for those of you that want to listen to our predictions and hold us accountable next week to everything we said. It'll be up on the podcast in less than an hour. Don't forget to like that video. Comment, subscribe. I'll be back with the Living Legend Thursday to kind of do our weekly roundup of news, gossip, everything that we talk about on Thursday. And then the whole crew will be back next week to get these reviews in for all the damn shows. Power, Game of Thrones coming, the finale of this. Come rock with us, my people, till that next Sex is Hell video. We'll see y'all.